Yes, you are not mistaken, this is all new and actually pretty nice, but there is a not so happy story about it. Hey guys, this is going to be one of the most difficult videos to make, mostly because I do not have a script and I think I owe you a small explanation for all of this. Well, there's going to be some not so good news, there's going to be also some cool stuff that I'm going to show you and hopefully highlight what's ahead. If you follow me for some time, you probably noticed that I've been very quiet lately, and there are two reasons for it. One, I've moved houses and there is absolutely no internet in here. I had to wait 2 weeks to get the broadband connected and my mobile phone barely gets any reception, so I can't even post pictures. Yes, it's that bad. The second reason is more important, and it's the reason why am I here to begin with. Some time ago my wife asked me for a divorce, and that's what I've been dealing with over the last couple of weeks. And that's the reason you don't hear from me, because it's hard to be very enthusiastic in that situation, and I think I owe you that enthusiasm in my videos. Unfortunately, after 10 years my marriage is beyond the repair, and with some time past I came to accept that, and this is the reason why I've moved places. Now I'm renting a small apartment in which I'm going to try and continue NotEnoughTECH. So while I'm not going to focus on my private life, I'd like to take this opportunity to talk more about where I am, what my studio is going to look like, and what lays ahead. Because after all, you are all here for enthusiastic tech videos rather than, dwelling on my personal life. And with that said, let me tell you about the house move, because that was terrifying. I had way too much stuff. So much stuff that it took me, well, about a week to actually complete the move and start unpacking. So yeah, take a look at this. This is absolute mess of a flat when I was moving, and I had some help, thankfully, to carry the biggest things, and I had to buy some furniture because this flat came unfurnished, and I ended up eating my first dinner on the floor. I've ordered pizza because I didn't have any cutlery. That was the main reason why I went for pizza. So yeah, the house, well, the flat was a state. But I managed to get to the workable situation where everything kind of has its place, and while I'm still working in my office, I think it's semi-presentable. You probably recognize this setup, which was quite easy to reproduce thanks to IKEA Kallax series, which is gonna be behind me anyway because it's a great storage solution for all the stuff that I've got. But the room itself still needs a little bit of work. Now, as I have no network whatsoever right now and it's a rented apartment, I'm limited to what I can do. And half of my lights in office were smart lights, so this is why none of that looks as fancy as it used to in my old videos. But that's going to be fixed in a couple of days when my broadband arrives and I'll be able to actually do stuff. And while I'm still here and everything is in disarray, it gives me an opportunity to actually figure out what do I need to keep and what do I want to either store long term or recycle, sell, or get rid of it whatsoever. Because definitely I don't need all those cables in here. Over time, it became more and more difficult to find what I need for my project or review articles. So yeah, I'm going to go through all those things and decide what I need to do. And while my desk still looks familiar because I took it with me, it's not going to be a permanent. In fact, all of this isn't permanent. I'm going to stay in here a couple of months until I'm ready to buy a house of my own. This means that for the next couple of months, all the automation I'm going to focus on is going to be probably around rental places, which I've neglected for a long time, and I know a lot of you guys interested in home automation are, well, dealing with rental places as well, and look into implementing different solutions in properties that you can't really change all that much. But going forward, once I move out and get my own house, then, well, all automation is going to start from scratch. We're talking about a 6 to 12 months period before this happens, so for the foreseeable future, expect the content from this very room, or at least written in this very room, and, well, wherever else I can film it. This video also gives me an opportunity to try a couple of areas to see how they look like on a shot, including this bay window, which probably gonna automate at this point because it has vertical blind, no, roller, what they call Venetian blind. That's the one, Venetian blinds, and I already been speaking to Switchbot about it, so yeah, that's gonna be one of the videos coming soon. But as the room is quite big, it gives me a new opportunities to experiment with kind of dedicated unboxing area to showcase new products and projects properly without being crammed to a specific place in my old office. So let me set up some lights and see how that area would look like. Obviously it's all work in progress and I'll be tinkering with how the scene looks like and setting everything up. And while probably framing and lighting will improve over time while I develop everything and try things out, you can already see where this is going. It gives me much needed space, a little desk and even a laptop to look at the specs and tell you more about it without writing big articles and keep trying to memorize them. That could be a good idea. And on the table you already see some of the devices that are piling up since the entire ordeal has started. And I'm looking forward to actually covering them. And yes, this is a Son of Matter device, so that's gonna go on my website soon. And I also have new Son of Zigbee sensors. Oops. Yeah, there are new Son of Zigbee sensors coming up next. So that's definitely something to pay attention to. So despite difficult moments in my life right now and my W.A.F factor dropping all the way to 0, I remain hopeful because there are some exciting things to look forward for me. It's a new start, new beginnings, and hopefully you're gonna like what you see as well. If anything, all this gave me an opportunity to reflect on what I would like to do in my life and what I enjoy most. So YouTube and my NotEnoughTECH is one of those things for sure. So I do apologize for being quiet lately. That's gonna change soon and you're gonna see super exciting content, including my trip to Makers Central, in which I've met a lot of fun people and I talked to everyone, so yeah. Which is gonna be followed by EMF video, which I already own, but we're gonna get to that. So big thanks for sticking around through that difficult time of mine, and thanks for supporting me, following me, and all that lovely stuff. You know where to find me, you know I do not have a posting schedule, and my schedule right now is, well, far behind, ruined, and I'm trying to catch up with all the stuff that I'm supposed to be covering through recent weeks, so I'll be very busy bee. And if you want to know what's next, you know how YouTube works, I do not have to explain you all of this, which is nice, but I have some social media that would encourage you to follow me on and keep in touch. So don't be shy, say hi, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, bye.